Mirage B can be taken more than one way. 8 rounds from the professional scene, and in every one of them, the same 3 questions get answered differently. What utility goes in, which path the entry takes, and who is telling a lie somewhere else on the map? Round 1 and the shape to remember. G2 gather in apartments, the utility goes in, and the site is theirs. Watch the 2 Molotovs and the flashes that follow them. Hunter is the entry. He burns the bench, and he is the one who walks in first. 7 seconds after the fire lands, he takes the duel that opens the site. Heavy Gods Van Molotov leaves his hand in the same instant as Hunter's. 2 fires, 1 moment, and the front door becomes survivable. Sunpayus flashes twice behind the fires, then takes his own kill. Utility first, bodies second, always in that order. And while all of that happens, MOUZ is not there. He smokes the window and top of connector, then lurks toward B short. The execute at the front is only half of the round. Z plants. From the first Molotov to the bomb on the ground is 13 seconds. That is how long this whole thing takes when it works. The same team, a different round, and this time it does not start cleanly. Hunter's Van Molotov goes in, and the CT side answers with a Molotov of its own. So they stop, and they build it again. Heavy God throws the second Van Molotov 10 seconds later. The execute restarts from the beginning, with the same utility in the same places. MOUZ runs the smokes he ran in the round before, window and top of connector. But this time, he goes into connector instead of B short, and kills Zoent T and 1X there. Same lie, different follow-up. Hunter takes Esha 1 row, then Magic's 3 seconds after. 5 against 2. The round is decided before anyone reaches the bomb site. Heavy God plants. The version that worked was the second attempt, not the first. Falcons. The same idea, and a much harder round. The execute goes in, and it costs them 2 players. TCS is the entry. He peeks out of apartments, lines the Molotov up, and puts it behind the site, on the pillar. A flash follows it, then he walks in, and Alexib's MP9 takes him 5 seconds later. M0 NESY smokes and flashes twice behind it. The utility is the same shape as G2's, fire and light in front of the man who enters. Kerrigan never goes with them. He smokes window and connector, then moves quietly toward B short, and never fires a shot. MOUZ answers for TCS, taking Alexib. But Nico is gone too. 3 against 3. And here is why Kerrigan's silence mattered. Because he took B short without contact, the retake could only come from market. Kyusuke sets up for exactly that, throws a Molotov, and kills Makazi coming through it. M0 NESY plants. They lost the entry and won the round anyway, with the 2 players who were never part of the execute. MOUZ go early. Before any of it, Zertuin spends a Molotov and 2 flashes on top of mid. The map is told a story about the middle before the real one begins. PR is the entry, out of apartments. His van Molotov goes in and the CT side burns him back. He flashes, he walks in, and he is dead within seconds. Torzy smokes market and flashes twice after it. He takes Zoan T1X, 3 against 3, with the entry already lost. Zelex kills TN1R. Now there is time, more time than a round usually gives you. So they use it. Torzy trades, and it is 2 against 1. And on a Glock, with the rifle empty, he finishes it. The execute was over 90 seconds before this shot. The same team again, taking their time. What changes here is the count in the middle. Not 1 player, but 2. And the round is built around what that extra body buys. Brolin smokes the window, and then goes to B short himself, entering ahead of the main group. Torzy puts 2 flashes into B short for him, then smokes market. The flashes are what let Brolin arrive first. Zertuin smokes top of connector. He kills from bench when his teammates make contact, then lurks to the window and takes SH1 row there. The lurk is usually B short. It does not have to be. Spinks is the entry, out of apartments with the main group. Magix takes him. Jimfat trades him back immediately. 2 ways into the site, 2 players holding the middle, and the round is still even after the entry falls. No smoke on the site, no fire. This execute is made entirely of flashes. Watch what that costs them and what it buys. Nothing is hidden, so nothing can be walked into blind, and every angle has to be answered by a body instead of by a wall of gray. JL is the entry. Once he is inside, he watches B short and nothing else. Zertuin still smokes window and top of connector. That part does not change. It is the site itself that gets no cover. Torzy flashes twice from the back alley. In the rounds with smoke, flashes were the second layer. Here they are, the only layer. So the timing between them and the man walking in has to be exact. Spink settles into position, then flashes twice more. 4 flashes, no smoke. And Zelex watches the bench side, while JL watches B short. Without smoke, there is no wall to hide behind. So the 2 of them cover the angles the smoke would have covered by looking at each other's backs. A pistol round, almost no utility to spend, and the same site to take. Everything the last 6 rounds leaned on, the paired Molotovs, the smoke on market, the flashes stacked behind them, has to come out of a budget that barely covers a pistol and armor. Kerrigan smokes market, then throws a flash. That is the whole plan's worth of smoke. Nico flashes from the same spot Spinks used in the round before. The weapon changed. The answer to the space did not. M0ESY is the entry, out of apartments, and he is the first to die. Kyusuke answers alone. B short, then 2 more inside the site moments later. 3 kills, and then they finally take him. Which leaves Nico, 1 against 1. When there is no utility left, the round stops being about the execute. Every round so far has been won or lost on the same 3 things: the utility that goes in, the path the entry takes, and the player telling a lie somewhere else on the map. Here is the round where they come apart, and it is worth watching for what is missing rather than what goes wrong. The execute itself is competent. The problem is decided before anyone reaches the site. Hunter throws 2 smokes at A. In the 7 rounds before this, the lie was told in the middle, and the man telling it ended up somewhere near B short. Not this time. Mattis enters from apartments with Nertzed behind him. The entry is not the mistake. Everything about this part of the round matches the 7 that came before it. Nertzed follows him in. And because nobody is at B short, ZoNT1X slips out of it toward the middle, past Nertzed, uncontested. In every other round, that duel happens. Here, it never does. The rest follows from that. Magic smokes out the Molotov on bench and survives it. And the time that buys is exactly enough for SH1 to arrive. Hunter ends up alone. The execute was fine. The lie was in the wrong place.